more truck here.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
One more truck. There he is, Brian Gross. As mentioned, it's going to be live loop start for round number 1. And qualifying order for round number 2. These guys are ready to rock and roll, so we'll get the loop up. And there we go. A start right at the stroke of 7 p.m. Exactly. Well, according to the computer. Yeah, in the beginning of Friday Night Shenanigans. Race number 5 out here at NorCal. The finale of the spring series. 2 trucks, 2 stadium trucks versus 2 short course trucks. And then there were 3. Theo out there sporting a pink short course truck and a pink polo. Everybody should match their cars, their paint scheme. Brian Gross, though, leading these guys in the stadium truck. Started off with a 17-second lap, followed by 2 16s. Hot lap down to a 16-1, and it's going to be a slow lap this time. Slow lap for everybody this time. Back straight. We'll help in the middle. Help in the middle. Thanks, Jimmy. Race 2, going intermediate 2-wheel drive, 17.5 up next. Good cooperation there between Martin and Theo. Brian on 16.03, Theo 14.14. Martin Arroyo on pace for 11. All right, 2:40 into it, 2:20 to go. Again, race 2, intermediate 2-wheel going to be up next. Go the distance there, Martin. As in, it's going to be, you got to pay penalty for shortcutting the track there, Martin. There you go, there you go. Good enough, good enough. Yeah, try and go back to where you, make an effort to try and go back to where you were. Maybe not, if you're not able to cut across the track, go back to share the same distance. Theo falls back to a mid-13, Martin on a mid-12, and Brian on the verge of going 18. Brian over the tabletop in the lone stadium truck. There you go, Theo. Keep the nose down on that truck. Over the doubles in the middle of the track, Theo. Master clock with 1 minute to go. Same goes for you there, Martin. Nose down. There we go, Theo. Nicely done. There you go. Nice job. A little help for our leader at the beginning of the rhythm section. Well, that was an 18-14. So that's going to be cutting it close for Brian Gross to maintain the 18. See how much he loses as he crosses over. Pace was 18-14. This time as he crosses over with a 22-second lap, falls back to a 17:02. Intermediate ought to be waiting on that staircase to go up on that driver's stand. Brian's got 11 seconds.
10 Quartet done.
5, 4,
Martin
3,
Arroyo done.
2, 1. Well, yeah, it's not going to make it. So it'll be the closing lap here for BG. It'll be a quick 17.
All drivers are finished.
I stand corrected. A mid-8,
Rice
a mid
cakes done.
17. Yeah. So another rough final lap there. We're going into race number 2, intermediate two-wheel drive, 17.5 buggy up next.
Kin Lo. Jimmy Blackwell.
Looking for Cassidy. Okay.
One minute to the start of the race. Chef Dave. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay, well, I guess we're going with 3. Another one that maybe could have been combined. Rest of my guys to turn marshal are supposed to be Theo, Cortez is out there, Martin Arroyo.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Spread out, guys. Don't just take the easy spot. Think about where the most strategic place is going to be. Arroyo, where you at?
Less than 5.
Martin, waiting on you. Let's get you to the wall ride. Driver's left. Oh, just to marshal 3 cars. Let's see. Loop is going up. Best opening lap went to Blackwell, 17.5. Kreider, though, 17.3 on lap number 2. That's green and white. Blackwell going to be orange and green. Over the tabletop in front of the driver's stand. Ken dipping down to a 17.9 as well. 17 flat. Going Ken low. Good job. Yep, best lap in this intermediate bunch so far. And really only 3 seconds separating 1, 2, and 3 from top to bottom. All those buggies within about 0.2 of a second from each other. Blackwell, first 16, 16.7. Wow, look at that. Kreider and Blackwell doing well playing together. Looks like Kreider was about to pass. That's them on driver's right. Again, orange is Blackwell. The green is Mr. Dave Kreider, Chef Dave. Kinlow sitting in the third spot. And yeah, top to bottom, still 3 seconds apart from first to third. Lead car is Blackwell by 3 seconds over Kreider, and Kinlow 1.5 seconds back to Kreider. Three down, 2 minutes to go. Sportsman two-wheel 17.5 up next. Again, Sportsman 17.5 two-wheel up next. Boy, these guys are getting on the rhythm much better as the race goes on. All of them that time by 17.8s. Blackwell 17 flat, Kreider 17.2. Kin is 17.8. Master clock with 35 seconds to go. Pace for all the cars is going to be 18.12 for Jimmy Blackwell. Kreider 18.16, Kinlow 17.02. Fast lap is Jimmy 16.7, Kreider 16.9, and Kinlow 17 flat. Master clock can expire in seconds.
Kinlow done. Jimmy Blackwell done. All drivers are finished.
Okay, all in, all done. Blackwell
Chef
sets
Dave
the bar in intermediate with this 18.12, Kreider 18.17, and Kin 17.02. As we go into Sportsman. Up next, need to get those three drivers back out to Marshall. One extra would be nice.
Justin Levers. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, here we go. Bunch of cars to check in here.
10 car Ted. 30 seconds to the start of the race. Pac-Man.
Keep going, guys. Remember, it's going to be a live loop
15
start.
seconds to the start of the race. Martin Arroyo,
Still looking for Mason if he's going to make it.
less than 5.
Should have combined these two for this round. Do we have my third marshal out there? Well, for 3 cars and these guys, yeah, we're going to be just fine here. Keep an eye out. We're going to get the loop up, guys. The loop is going live. Thank you, Rigo. Much appreciated. C gets the best opening lap. Theo crosses the line, 19 flat. There goes Martin, 18-2 on driver's right. Gray buggy driven by Justin Levers and Paxton. Yeah, rough opening laps for those two. Martin gets the best opening lap, 18-2. A little much there. Well, minute 15 down. That means 3:45 to go. Arroyo's on top. Started with a couple 18s, dipped down to a 17.6. Theo started with a 19, followed by a couple 18s, and now down to a 17.9. So Theo going the correct direction, getting quicker. Behind you. A little trouble there for Paxton. So Martin on a 17.05 pace, Theo 17.15, Levers at a 15.12, and Paxton, well, can't seem to string it together. Bunch of rough opening laps for Paxton. Wow. Really rough start for Paxton. You can't make the time up there, Paxton. What's lost is lost. You just got to get back on the rhythm and try and see what you can do to salvage the run. At the moment, you're on a 10-lap pace, Paxton. Something must be up with that buggy. Don't know what, but Paxton's struggling out there. Martin Arroyo doing the opposite. He's getting quicker. He's doing 17-second laps for the past 6 laps. He's on a 17.01. Theo at a 17.15. Justin 14.01, and Paxton maintains a 10-lap run. Gonna go expert up next, first to 2 up next. Tabletop for that one. Minute 30 on that master clock. Again, first of 2 expert classes up next. Well, this is a Sportsman. 17.5 that would be. Gonna go expert up next. Remember, guys, if you're running late, always a good idea to call your entry in so that we don't have to be making last-minute changes once the heats have been posted to rearrange everything all over again. So try and get signed up by 6:15. If you're running late, that's fine. Just call the shop. Master clock about to expire.
Justin Levers done. Martin Arroyo done. Hackman done.
One to go.
All drivers are finished. 10 car Ted done.
That'll be a race. Arroyo, 17:04. Theo, 17:15. Justin, 15. And Paxton, and 11. Race 4. Expert, track is yours.
Too soon Junior. AJ Cardinale. Martin White. Rohan Bungsal. One minute to the start of the race. Steve Loom. Goompa.
Marshals. Martin, Theo, Justin, Paxton, Mason.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Left side, guys. Left side.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah, Theo. Okay, he's going out. And Marshall's got coverage, so we'll get the loop up. Theo, you're going to the rhythm section.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay. Loop is up. Loop is up, guys. Mirafuente first over the line. I would usually wait for everybody to cross to call hot lap, but, well, and this looks like what I'm doing. 15-8 for Mirafuente. Just, oh. We'll help at the first part of that rhythm section. Oh. Yeah, minute down, 4 to go. Mirafuente, Martin White, Miranda, Bonsall, Leung, and Cardinale. Let's see Bryant down that back straight. One car in front. That would be Mr. Leung. And the rest of the cars down that back straight. Try and give way to Miranda and White. So Rohan and Art, you know what to do. Yep, already let them through. Looks like Miranda casing Martin White. Down that back straight they go. As for the second position, they're separated by 1/10 of a second at the moment. And still, Marty trying to get close enough to get around Miranda, but now he's losing a little bit of ground. Straightaway distance about 30 feet between those two buggies. Mirafuente up by 1.6 on Marty, and Miranda 1.3 behind Martin White. Leung about half a lap back to Miranda. Bonsall 5 seconds back to Leung, and Cardinale right there with Rohan, are identical. Just past halfway, we're going into another heat of expert two-wheel buggy after this. This is 17.5. Master clock, 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Mirafuente on a 19.06. We got Marty on 19.12. Miranda at 19.14. Leon, Cardinale, Bonsall all on 17 lap runs. Martin almost gave it back. Martin around Miranda. Advantage for Marty by 0.2. Ooh, almost made it. Well, minute to go. And Miranda around Marty. Only by, well, hundredths of a second. So those two cars down that back straight. The car behind, technically in the lead, but just by hundredths of a second. He's got to keep that same distance to the end there to beat Martin White to start ahead of him in round number 2. Down the straight they go. Miranda's still in front by 0.3. And looks like Martin's stretching a little bit. Just a little bit. He's got to distance himself another 5 feet or so. But Miranda doing a good job keeping the tow rope there. 0.1 advantage for Miranda. And it looks like it tightened up a little bit. If there were sector times on this track, I'd say Miranda's got sector 1 better than Marty. Marty's got sector 2. Miranda by 0.1. It ain't over yet, though.
Goompa done. AJ Cardinale done. Rohan Bonsall done. Too Soon Jr. done. Martin White done. All drivers are finished. Steve Leung done. All drivers are finished.
Yeah, Mirafuente 1904, and the one everybody's wondering about. Miranda edges out Martin White by 1/10 of a second. 1911 out of Miranda, Marty at 1912. Leon goes 1810, Cardinale 17, and Rohan also 17. As we get into race number 5, the other heat of 17.5. Two-wheel buggy expert, track is yours.
Rico Padilla. Bruh. Rice Cakes. Kevin Allen. Omar Man and Salsa. El Tigre. Jovi Levin.
Cole, get the marshals out there. Turn marshals, come on, these guys are ready to go. Mirafuente, Miranda, Leung.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Mirafuente, let's get you on the back section.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah, rhythm section, if you could make your way out there. He's on his way. All right, we'll get the loop up. Okay, there you go, guys. Loop is live. All right, if you're just catching up with us on Facebook or YouTube, this is Expert Two-Wheel Buggy, 17.5, second heat. TQ, back straight, go high, back straight. TQ was set by Mirafuente, 1904 is time to beat. At the moment, we got Levin on top of this after 3 laps on a 1906. Kalis Lowe, 1908. Kevin Allen, 1912. Wilson, 1915. Padilla, 1808. Followed by Gross, Omar, and Rigo. This field is definitely going to spread out quite a bit throughout that A main event, potentially with Levin on top. He's 3 seconds ahead of TQ time set by Mirafuente, 1901. Again, Mirafuente did 1904. Kevin Allen's on a 1910. That would put Kevin about third for him to keep the pace up. Tony Wilson, 1912. Kalis, 1912. That's going to put them 6 and 7, potentially. Gross on 1810. That would put him at the back of the A main event. He'd be on the bubble. Rigo and Manansala going back and forth. They're 1 second apart from each other. Got to give credit to Wilson, keeping pace with Kalis Lowe. Separation by 0.3. Also, Kevin Allen right there as well. Allen, Kalis, and Wilson separated by less than a second. Yeah, it's tight qualifying. 2:20 down. Ooh, a rough one there for Tony. I'll break him out of that train. And that'll put, Kevin and Kalis pretty solid in the 2 and 3. Levin enjoying 3 seconds up on Kalis. As I say that, a rough lap there for Jovi. Loses those 3 seconds with an 18.5. Kalis to the top now, 19.05 for pace. Levin, 19.05. That means Mirafuente could maintain his TQ in this first round of qualifying. Sportsman 21.5 next. Sportsman 21.5 up next. Caution tabletop. Caution going over the tabletop. Let's see, top to bottom again. Levin, 1902. New TQ time by 2 seconds. Lowe, 1902 as well. Kevin Allen, 1910. Wilson, 1912. Omar and Gross on 18. Rigo at a 17. Trouble there. Well, yeah, Levin now shearing another second off to a 1901. 3 seconds up on TQ. Kalis 1 second up on TQ, 1903. Kevin Allen about 7 seconds back to TQ just a moment ago. That would put Kevin about fourth overall. Look like Mirafuente's time going to be third quickest. We'll see how this shakes down. 10 seconds. We're going to find out pretty quick. Back straight, at the hairpin, getting on, getting on.
Bra done. Omar Man and Salsa done. Rice Cakes done. Kevin Allen done. Jovi Levin done. Rico Padilla done. All drivers are finished.
All right, 11
Gray
goes
done.
2015. Kalis goes to 1901. Kevin Allen 1911. Wilson 1915. Omar goes 18. Gross 18. And Rigo is 17. That puts Jovi 1. Kalis 2nd. Kevin Allen 3rd overall. The guy in the bubble will be Omar Manansala. 1805 is what it takes to make the main events. Sportsman 21.5. Track is yours. Again, Sportsman 21.5. Track is yours. Just pop in there. Get in there.
10 car Ted. Jimmy Blackwell.
Okay. I see Steve. Yeah, that makes sense.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. 10 car Ted.
All right, we'll get the loop up. All cars checked to just 3. Boy, probably should have kept this combined. Gonna have marshaling issues. Oh, yeah, bad idea. Yeah, I should just go with the intuition, you know? Hold on a sec. Hey, guys, this is ridiculous here. Hold on, I'm going to false start this. I'm going to combine. We're going to have a marshaling problem. Stand by. Let's get the expert, stay out there, turn marshals. Let's get the expert guys out there, all 21.5s. Let's get you guys on track, because you don't want to be marshaled by just 2 cars. Stay out there, guys, stay out. Let's get the rest of my 21.5s out there, 21.5 experts. I see we split it in round number 2, but not good for just 2 cars. Again, Jeff, Miranda, Julian Taylor, Cardinale, Tony Wilson, Steve Leung, Jimmy Blackwell, Theo, Ryan Randall. He's going to whenever he makes it. Just stay out there, except for the guys that are back-to-back. There we go. That's more like it.
Julian Taylor.
Yeah, stay out there, guys. Stay out there.
Jimmy Blackwell. Steve Leung. AJ Cardinale. Ten car Ted. Too soon Junior. One minute to the start of the race. Julian Taylor. "45 seconds to the start of the race. El Tigre.
Keep on going, guys. Keep going. Especially Miranda.
30 seconds to the start of the race. Too soon Junior.
Okay, we'll get the loop up, guys. That's more like it. Now we don't have the turn marshaling problems of just 2 turn marshals. Okay, yeah, 7 cars going, 5 of which expert, 2 sportsmen. So Wilson leads these guys on the opening lap, 17 flat for his opener. For Jimmy and Theo, good idea to just pace the expert guys. When they come up on you, just give them a little bit of room, let them go by, keep pace with them, don't race them. Yeah, no traffic issues at present. Yep, got back straight, getting on the back straight. Yeah, Wilson, Cardinale, JT, Leong, Miranda, Blackwell, Theo. Tony Art and Julian all 18-lap runs. Leong 17, Miranda on a 16, same with Blackwell. And Theo on a 12. Ooh, airborne there. All right, we are 2:15 down, 2:45 to go. It's still, now Cardinale, I should say, still. Cardinale assumes the top spot. 18:08 for his pace. Julian Taylor, 18:11. Tony, 18:14. Tony lost about 4 seconds a moment ago. Yeah, 3 seconds. Miranda, 17:07. Leong, 17:13. Jimmy, 16:11. Fast lap goes to Cardinale. Nope. Julian Taylor, 16:2. Well, we got 3 minutes down, 2 minutes to go. Another heat of, not another heat, 40 plus 2-wheel. First to 2 up next. Again, 40 plus 2-wheel is up next. Nice job there, Kev. I got a good job going the distance. All right, 2:35 into it. About 5 laps remaining here. Julian, 0.3 up on Tony Wilson at the moment. Cardinale falling back to 3. He's 3 seconds back to Wilson. Miranda, 1.5 seconds back to Cardinale. Leong, 2 seconds back to Miranda. Blackwell on a 16-lap pace. Theo improving. Up to a 15. Theo's finding his rhythm. Back straight, go low in the back straight. Go low in the back straight. Stay low in the back straight. That is not low. That was high. Master clock about to expire, getting close. Now Wilson, tenths of a second behind Julian Taylor. JT, 16.8 last time by. Here comes Wilson.
Jimmy Blackwell done.
16.6
AJ
going
Cardinale
Wilson's
done.
way. Wow, 300ths
Steve
of a
Bloom
second. Going to come down to this next lap
Julian
between JT
Taylor
and
done.
Tony. 16.6 for JT.
10 Quartet done.
And Wilson rounds that last hairpin down that back straight.
LT Gray done.
Over the line,
drivers are
17.1.
finished.
So JT going to retain
Too
that
soon,
TQ
Junior
time
done.
by half a second. Wilson going to be your second qualifier, 17.07. Miranda, 17.16. Followed by Leon Cardinale, Blackwell, and Theo as we go into the first of two in 40 plus tonight.
Kinlow. Double C. Rice cakes. Omar Man and Salsa. 1 minute to the start of the race. Kevin Allen. 45 seconds to the
Get
start
somebody
of the
to
race.
the rhythm section. Thanks there, Tony. Okay, we're good to go. Going to be live loop, gentlemen. 40 plus 2 wheel is going to get started here. The loop is live. Nice spacing for everybody. Take advantage of that. We'll help in the rhythm section. Oh, good job. Nice there, Cortez. I'd like to see you do that one again. So early stages, well, yeah, it's so far Kevin Allen 2 laps, 16 and a 16. Cortez, actually, Cortez 16. Omar 16 and a 17. All right, Kevin Allen after 4 laps on top of this on a 19.09. Omar Allen saw a 19.15. Carlos Cortez 18.06. BG 17.05. Kinlow at a 16. Master clock 2:20 down, 2:40 to go. Kevin Allen 19:10 for pace. Omar's at 19:15. Cortez 18:16. BG 17:03. Kinlow 17:14. Hot lap goes to Gross 15:9. Kevin Allen 16 flat. All right, 3 minutes down with 2 to go now. Kevin Allen dipped down to his hot lap 15:9. Shaved his second off to a 19:09. Yeah, good run here for Omar. Also potential to go 19 for Manansala. Gross moving up to 3 with an 18:13 pace. Yeah, fastest lap goes to Gross, though, by a tenth, 15:8, where you got Kevin Allen 15:9. Kevin doing a great job of maintaining good, consistent pace. His deviation is about half a second from best to worst, what we're looking at. Omar, pretty damn good. Gets a little flyer lap in there, a 17:1. .30 seconds on that master clock. Kevin Allen going down to 19:08. Nice job, Kev. Last couple laps for Kevin. 16:1, 16:2, 16:1, 16:1. Nice job, Kevin. Going the right direction. Keeping the lap times quick and low. Consistent and consistently fast. Omar, a bunch of 16s in there. Got one little 17. Looks like Gross all 16s as well. There's only an 18:05, a little rougher of a start for Brian Gross.
Kevin Allen done.
There you go,
Rice
TQ
Cakes
time.
done.
Kevin Allen, 19:09. Omar over the line, going to be
Omar
second,
Man and Salsa
19:16.
done. Double C done.
Gross 18:05. Cortez 17:08. Looks like Ken is off, and we'll get going with the final heat of the round. Hold up in the middle there. Hold up in the middle. Let's close that rhythm section down.
Martin White. AJ Cardinale.
Hold up in the rhythm section.
Rico Padilla.
Okay, track is hot, guys. Track is hot. Okay, see what this set of racers can do to Kevin Allen's time. 19:09 is TQ.
Julian Taylor. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
Looking for a check out of Leong, Steve Leong.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
Oh, Leong, gonna make this one. Steve Leong. There he is. Okay, all good. You gotta get turn marshal to the rhythm section. There we go. Cortez is on his way.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
Cardinale, why don't you have a custom chassis film under that, man? You should have a custom chassis film matching the top. All right, we got the marshals out there. Let me add Steve. We'll get the loop up here
Steve
in just
Loop.
a sec. All right, loop is live, gentlemen. (16.3), best opening lap out of Julian Taylor. Martin White, though, says, I could do a 16.3 on the opener, too. Maybe not as quick, but I'll back it up with another 16.3. Ah, Marty goes 16.2. Yep, Martin White on 19.08, 1 second up on Kevin Allen's time. Julian Taylor, 19.16, that would put JT third. Rigo on to 17.02, Cardinale 17.07, Leung 17.12. Yeah, this is round number 1. Going into round number 2 up next. All right, 2.5 in, 2.5 to go. That's the midway point. Marty on a 19.08. I just said that like a minute ago. Maintains that pace. Julian Taylor, 19.11. Make that now a 19.10. He's trailing by 0.8 seconds. Rigo, 18.07. That's 6 seconds back to Julian Taylor. Rigo, after a little sabbatical out here at NorCal, back at it. A little help, little help. Thanks, Kev. Minute 40 on that master clock. Ooh, Martin, very close to Kevin Allen for time. Falling back a little bit, matching the time of Kevin Allen right now. Going to come down to the next about 7 laps. $50 seconds. Wow. So you look at it, Kevin Allen's time, 1909.1. Right now, Marty White, 1909.2. That's what I'm talking about, how close that is. There's still 35 seconds. Julian, 1915. That's going to be a sure third spot. Rigo on 18:07 needs to find 2 seconds to go to 5th. Right now he's on a run to put him 6th overall. Brian Gross ran an 18:05 a moment ago. Cardinale on 18:11. And Leung 17:06.
Steve Leung done. Martin White done.
Okay, Marty, what you
AJ
wanted to know,
Cardinale
19:09.3.
Rigo
Kevin Allen,
Padilla done.
19:09.1. Kevin Allen maintains TQ in Q1.
All drivers are finished.
JT goes 19:15, as
Taylor
mentioned,
done.
in 3rd. Padilla, 18:06. He's going to go to 6th overall. Cardinale, 18:09. Will go 7. Leung, 17:02. Is going to be 8th overall. Race 1. Let's get you guys back on track. Short course. Track is yours. Again, SCT round 2. Track is yours. As mentioned, round 2 is going to be qualifying order.
Rice Cakes. Martin Arroyo. One minute to the start of the race.
Still looking for a check out of Carlos and Theo.
"45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
Theo, you going to make this one also Cortez?
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Who's broken? Theo's broken? Sorry, I didn't catch that down there.
Less than 5.
Sorry, it was unclear on that. Theo, is that a scratch? Okay. And then what about our other stadium truck out of Cortez? Okay, Cortez is, okay, that's what I heard. Okay. All right, that's fine. We'll go 3 then. He'll get it together for the main time. Let's get you guys on the back straight. Going to start with Brian Gross on the tone. Then we'll go Theo and then Martin. So Gross on the tone. Theo and Martin. Getting on the back straight. Okay, well, just about opening seconds in here. Of course, Gross going to sit the fast lap on the opener 16.7 in the stadium truck, of course. This is a combined truck class. Supposed to have 2 short course trucks and 2 stadium trucks. Though Cortez broken, going to sit this one out till the main event. All right, yeah, this is a truck crawl qualifying here, combined class. Up after this, going to go intermediate 2-wheel drive buggy, 17.5. 21.5 classes are run towards the back end of the program. I'll help in the middle. Gross on 18.06. That's a lot better than what he did in Q1. Martin Arroyo, 14.21. Theo, all dropped out. Only 2 trucks, I should say, to finish this one. Master clock, minute 25 to go. Minute 15. Now, intermediate, you guys be ready up next. Intermediate 2-wheel. 30 seconds. Caution back straight.
Rice cakes done.
Okay. One more to go. Need to get those of you that dropped out of that, Theo and Carlos, do need to get you guys to turn marshal, even though you didn't run it.
All drivers are finished. Martin Arroyo done.
Now, no change in grid order. Though Gross improves by about 12 seconds. Improvement from Brian Gross. 18:02 is that time. Marty, 13:15. Intermediate track is yours.
Brian Cassidy. Jimmy Blackwell. Kin Lo. Chef Dave.
Caution at the end of the rhythm section. Just get you guys out to marshal. Again, whether you broke or not, I do need to get you out there. Theo. Cortez is out there, even though he didn't even run the last one. But yeah, we need your help. That's the deal.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Let's spread out, guys. Let's spread out. Gross, you have to go to the middle, I guess. Brian.
30 seconds
It's
to
going
the
to go
start
Blackwell,
of the race.
Kreider, Kin, Brian, and Ryan Poy not here yet. Oh, this could have been a combined class. Anyway, that said, we'll go Blackwell on the tone. Kreider, Lowe, and Cassidy. Rhythm section, there we go. Ken Lowe, best opening lap, 17.9. Nice job there, Ken. Keep that up. And he does, 17.6. Good start for Ken Lowe. I want to say he dipped down to a 17 flat in Q1. Doing a good job out there. Just keep it smooth and steady there, Ken. That's the all white with a little bit of orange graphics. That's race leader going through that front chicane over the tabletop now. On driver's left. And Kin making his way down the back straight for another lap. All 17s, this one no exception. 17 flat this time, almost a 16 for Kin Lowe. Here we go. Ken Lowe still maintains 18-16 pace. Nice job, Ken. Blackwell did go an 18-12 in Q1. Though Ken Lowe not doing too bad. He's only trailing by 4 seconds on that TQ time. And now in the clear track ahead of him. Work together, guys. Don't make contact. No contact. Oh, boy. Yeah, it didn't go well down below, I'm sure. Out of my sight range. Oh, yeah. Ken with a 20-second lap that time. Just so you know, Ken, it's an hour and 15 into it. Might want to go back, look at the video feed when you get home. See what happened there. What you might have been able to do differently. Could you have been more aggressive, less aggressive? I don't know. The video will tell all, though. With a minute 40 to go, Ken still maintains the top spot, but only by half a second. He's on a 17:04. Did a 17:02 in Q1. Only car getting better this round is Brian Cassidy, because he didn't race the first round. Wow. Jimmy Blackwell's car looking pretty quick around those corners. Just as I say that, 17.1. His hot lap going to be a 16.8. Got a couple 16s in there. Ken Lowe, 16.9. Nice job, Ken. A lap ago, that was your best lap. Hot lap for Kreider going to be 17 flat. Same, 17 flat for Brian Cassidy. Pretty equal match here in intermediate. It usually is out here at NorCal. Coming down to the one that makes the least amount of mistakes.
Jimmy Blackwell done. Chef Dave done. Ken Lowe done. All drivers are finished.
No, it doesn't change anything in grid
Brian
order.
Cassidy done.
Yeah, aside from Brian, nobody else improving in that one. Could have been something, but it's just the way it works out. Going to go into Sportsman 17.5 up next.
Pac-Man. Justin Levers.
Looking for Mason Cassidy in this one. Mason Cassidy.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Still looking for a check out of Theo and Martin and Mason Cassidy. We'll help on driver's left. Could use a tow truck on driver's left.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Going to start you guys in qualifying order.
.30 seconds to the start
Martin,
of the
did you
race.
cross start finish line? No, you did not. Okay. Those two cars still got to cross. And I'm still looking for Mason Cassidy.
Martin Arroyo. 10 car Ted.
Oh, boy.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay, we're going to go in qualifying order. Going to start things off with Martin Arroyo, Theo Lynn, Justin Levers, and Paxton. I guess there's no Mason.
Less than 5.
Definitely should have combined sportsman and intermediate tonight. All right, we'll get things going with Martin on that tone. Theo, Justin, and Paxton. Boy, Paxton with a traction roll there. Had a rough time with that buggy. This time definitely getting better. Shaving about 10 seconds a lap off is, well, going back to that. It's Justin Levers on top, followed by Theo and Martin. Justin Silver over the tabletop, right behind Theo. Levers, again, your race leader down the back straight, overtaking Theo. Good job working together, trying to avoid that contact. Levers having a good run. Just keep it smooth and steady, Justin. Good, that's good. Well, with the action between Theo and Levers, that allows Martin Arroyo, the green buggy down the back straight, to assume the top spot. The little bobble there is going to cost Arroyo some time. Levers trailing by 0.3. Levers buggy looking a little tippy out there. That's the silver buggy down the back straightaway. That's our race leader. Levers 1 second up on Arroyo, the green. And Arroyo over the tabletop, blue and green on driver's left. He's got Paxton right behind him, though Paxton's sitting fourth. And your lead car, even though he looks like he's third down the back straight, is actually out in front. That's by the virtue of these cars starting at different times. So, Levers and Theo going to be going at Levers backs off, trying to get around Theo. Oh, boy. These guys magnetically go. I'd push through that, Theo. I'd push through that, yep. I don't know. I wouldn't say that was your fault, Theo. It was looking like incidental contact. Yeah, give that one to you. I don't know, those of you guys that are watching, comment on that. If you're looking about the battle between the pink and the silver car we're talking about. That's Theo in front of Levers. Levers looking to be a little quicker. He tries to get by, and they try to avoid contact. They're really both trying to do the right thing. Well, Levers now with a little more room. 17.3 last time by for Justin. Martin Arroyo 21, Theo at 20. So this gives Justin a pretty good advantage here. He's on a 17-16. where you see Martin Arroyo in Q1 did a 17:04, so that TQ time looks like that'll be safe as we've just got 30 seconds to go on that master clock. Yeah, Nick there saying that was clean. Yeah, it's just, that was an incidental contact is what that looked like. You know, they're both just trying to do the right thing out there. But clean air for Justin Lever's silver buggy down that back straight. Unfortunately, a 23-second last lap, so Levers drops to 3 as Martin, green and blue, up in front as the 2. Now he's
10 car Ted done.
Oh, boy, I was going to say Levers and Martin now having a
Pac-Man
thing
done.
together. Theo Paxton both done. Still looking for 2 more to go.
Martin Arroyo done. All drivers are finished. Justin Levers done.
Yes, no change there. Justin does improve with a 16-13, but he's the only car improving. And could have been a TQ run there. There's always next week, though. We're going to go into expert 2-wheel buggy up next.
Too soon Junior.
Yeah, more comments. Ganyuk 18, watch it on YouTube. Live right now.
AJ Cardinale. Steve Luke.
No doubt. Yeah, always the
Martin
courteous thing to do is to let the faster car through. But there's that fundamental thing that happens when the car in front is a little slower and second place is faster. Yeah, you see that every once in a while. You get by, and then it's a difficult thing to be that lead car in front and easier to follow as you get your timing off of the car in front of you. Start your turn a millisecond sooner.
1 minute to the start of the race. Rohan
But
Bungsal.
yeah, these guys got to work all this stuff out on track. So, yeah, this one we've got Mirafuente going to go on the tone, followed by
45
Miranda,
seconds
Martin
to the
White,
start of the
Leon
race.
Cardinale, and Rohan Bonsal. Again, for those of you guys that are watching the stream, these guys are going to be starting in qualifying order, and they're on a staggered start. So, thing to
30
do in this one is to
seconds to the
catch
start
up
of
to the
the
guy in
race.
front of you, and then again, technically, you've got that right of way. Avoid that contact. So again, Mirafuente, Miranda, White, Leon, Cardinale, and Bonsal in that order. So we'll
15
start things
seconds
with
to the start
Mirafuente.
of the race.
Miranda, White, Leon, Cardinale, Bonsal. Ooh, Rohan trying to avoid that contact, takes the escape route. Well, trouble for our race leader. Doing the right thing, he's holding up. Again, what you could do is go, well, that's definitely going to be a rough lap there for Mirafuente. I want to say 19:04 is what TQ time was for Mirafuente this moment in Q1. Marty, 16.2 out of the gate, backed it up with a 16.1. Miranda started off with a 16.4, 16.7. Rohan, 16.7 and a 16.4. Keep that smooth, Rohan. Just as I say that. Don't drive over your head. Martin White, man, he's got quite a sizable gap as Marty makes his way down that back straight. We'll be coming up on traffic here in about 45 seconds or so. Miranda, the best of the rest. That's going to be the blue. Mirafuente sitting third as he gets by Miranda. And you got Steve Leon 4, Cardinale, and Rohan. Martin, Miranda, and Bonsall. Yeah, they're in a pack together. That was pretty quick. TQ set by Jovi 11, the only car going 20 laps, 2015 tonight. Marty on 1908. Mirafuente 1911, Miranda 1913, Leung 1803, Cardinale 1808, Rohan 1708. And this is a good run for Steve Leung, on a run to put him in the A main event. And a good run here for Marty. Currently your 6th qualifier. This would move him up to about 4th. Cardinale need to work on finding about 3 seconds. Not too bad with 2:15 to go. That's doable. No doubt this turned into a practice run for Mirafuente. Talk about the blue buggy over the tabletop. Definitely the fastest buggy of the bunch, just not having a good round here. Marty, though, on the other hand, having a great round, 1908 for Marty. And looking like he might move up some grid spots. Marty, you need about 4 seconds to assume the 3 position. Yeah, Nick Williams. I think, you know, we're commenting about that pink car. Well, you guys are all on YouTube. Yeah, that's the thing. None of these guys want to be that bad guy yet. Always a good idea to let that guy go by. And they're trying to let it happen, but they're also trying to maintain their pace. Anyway, just a challenge of racing. And really just knowing your competitor, working with them, and yeah, doing the right thing. As Martin White continues to lead this one, 1909. Needing 5 seconds now to go to Q3. Mirafuente just could strap it up and see what fast lap you could do. Right now, fast lap for Mirafuente is a 15.5. Leung sitting third, 18.02. Again, Leung on a run to put him 8th in the A main event, the back, to make it naturally in the A main. Jeff Miranda, 18.03. Cardinale, 18.10. Rohan, 17.16. Ooh, Rohan crosstown there. Good job, Rohan. Nice that you don't have to call these guys out. Good sportsmanship here. They know they did the dirty deed. They're making it right.
Too soon, Junior done.
Rohan, oh, a little off there. Still on the clock. Caution back straight. That's clear.
Steve Leung done. Martin White done. Goompa done.
Oh, a
AJ
Ford flip there. That
Cardinale
car's still on
done.
the clock. Red car's still on the clock.
All drivers are
Well, that's
finished.
official. Marty moves up
Rohan
from 6 to
Bunsell
4. 1909 is his time. Also, Steve Leung goes into the A main from the B main. But there's still one more race to go. And we haven't seen Omar, Brian, and Rigo Padilla. They might have something to say about that as we get into the second heat of two-wheel buggy expert 17.5. Race 5 track is yours.
Rigo Padilla. Brud. Kevin Allen. Rice Cakes. Omar Man and Salsa. Jovi Levin.
Oh, somebody going underneath the carpet. Yeah, see if you can find, there's a missing buggy, see if you can find it. Rigo will give you a candy bar. Boy, there's a track in oh my God, in Turlock, maybe 20, 25 years ago. I remember
1
being out
minute
there.
to
And
the start of the race.
the carpet wasn't taped down, and cars would get underneath, like right in the middle of the
LT
carpet. Oh boy, I remember that. God, was it that long ago?
45 seconds to the start
anyway.
of the race.
Get the rest of the turn marshals from the last race of Expert out there. Second heat of Expert, 2-0 buggy, 17.5. All right, Jovi 11 set the bar with a 2015 in Q1. And Leung just ran a good run to get him 8th overall. 18.05 is what it takes to make it in there. I'm
15
talking
seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah, Cardinal, yeah, Gross. Yeah, Gross, Omar, and Rigo, not yet in the main event. Starting lineup going to go Jovi, Kalis, Kevin,
5.
Tony Wilson, Omar Manansala, Brian Gross, and Rigo Padilla. Starting lineup with 11. We'll get you to go on that tone. Kalis, Kevin, Tony, Omar, Brian, and Rigo. Wow. A resident national champion out of the gate with a 15.2. Might find me resetting our minimum lap time. See if we have a 14-second lap in our future. Wow, Kalis also 15.2. Brian Gross 15.8. Wow, Q2 Heat 5, definitely a fast heat. And some heavy hitters, a lot of 15-second laps in here. Right now, Jovi, after 4 laps, is on a 20.05, Kalis 20.09, BG 19.06, Kevin Allen 19.09, Manansala 19.09, Tony Wilson 19.11, and Padilla on a 17-lapper. Again, 18.05 is the time we're looking to make the main event. And I was talking about Brian Gross, he's on a 19.06 right now. Omar, 18.03. Also, Tony Wilson, 19.11. So up in the ante in expert class to make it in the top 8 tonight to get it directly in the main. Kalis on a 20.09, 11, 19.02, Brian Gross, 19.07, Kevin Allen, 19.09, Omar Manansala, 18 flat, Tony Wilson, 18 flat, and Rigo, 17.04. Kalis on top of this one, 20.09. New TQ time in the works here. 11, sprinkling in a 19-second lap about 5 laps ago. He's on a 20.15. Brian Gross, 19.08. Kevin Allen, 19.08. Wilson, 19.15. Manansala, 19.16. Padilla, 18.17. Definitely this qualifying round, definitely the fastest of the night. Kevin Allen improving this round by a second. That would move Kevin from, right now he's your 5th qualifier, possibly go up to 4. Kalis could take TQ here. Brian Gross, currently the guy in the B main. I want to say he's 10th qualifier, potentially go to 7. Answering Alan Olvera. Yeah, we do a lot of mini-Z out here. We sell quite a bit of it. Always want to make a proper mini-Z track. Maybe someday we'll do that. That would be pretty awesome. I mean, proper, like with, well, We've got the surface for it. It's up here at timing and scoring. Just waiting for a rainy day. And yeah, it'd be something. Something in the back pocket. We've been keeping out here at NorCal Hobbies. Master clock, 35 seconds to go. Yeah, Kalis, 2 seconds up on TQ here. Nice line there, Kalis. 15-3 last time by for Kalis as well. Wow, Kalis enjoying 3 seconds up on our national champion, Jovi 11. Omar Manansala on an 18 flat. Kevin Allen at 18.02. Same with Gross, 18.02. Ooh, separation by 0.1 between Kevin and Gross. Going to come down to this final lap.
Rice cakes done. Omar Man and salsa done. Bruh done. Jovi Levin done.
Wow,
LT
ladies and
Gray
gentlemen,
done.
Kalis Lowe takes TQ from Jovi 11, 2010. 11 goes 2013. Gross 18.01. Gross is going to go to 8th in the A main event, so Gross sneaks it in the A, the last spot. Tony Wilson 18.10. Rigo goes 18, and followed by the rest of you. So, yeah, unfortunately for Leong, he's going to be starting second in that B main. B main tonight
All
for
drivers
Expert going to
are
go
finished.
Omar, Steve, Cardinale, Rigo, and Rohan going to be that B main. Go 21.5 to Will. 21.5, track is yours.
Julian Taylor. AJ Cardinale. Jimmy Blackwell. 1 minute to the start of the race. Too Soon Jr. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Ten Carted. 30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Steve Loom. Less than 5. El Tigre.
There we go. Tony the Tiger, he's in there. Well, thing on, thanks, Tony, for getting that block of rooms for the Nationals in Iowa this year. That's great. Again, if you're thinking about going, see, Tony's got a special rate for you. I've definitely roomed with Tony a number of times. I'll tell you, every morning he gets up, it's Frosted Flakes for breakfast. Yep, that is Tony Wilson, hence Tony the Tiger. So we'll get you guys lined up in qualifying order. JT going to go 1, Tony Wilson, Jeff Miranda, Steve Leung, Cardinale, Blackwell, and Theo Lynn. Thanks for getting out there to Marshall. We're going to get things with JT on that tone. Wilson, Miranda, Leung, Cardinale, Blackwell, and Lynn. Oh, our sportsman guys finding each other. That was a good move. Anyway, that was a little endo going on there by Theo. JT's first one over the line and fastest, 16.7. Yeah, Wilson, 16.9. Okay, Wilson over Taylor by half a second. Miranda 0.7 back to JT. Leung 4 seconds back to Miranda, and Cardinale 2 seconds back to Leung. Blackwell leading Theo by 2 seconds. But boy, that looks to be the case on the tabletop as Blackwell behind Theo. Back to that scenario we had earlier. Theo, though, is on top of the leaderboard, 15.03. Blackwell at 15.10. Thanks there, Jovi. 2 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. Wilson 3 seconds up now on Jeff Miranda. And Miranda 3 seconds up on Taylor. Taylor 1.3 up on Cardinale. Leung dropping to 5. Good job working together. Letting our leaders through. That was Cardinale, Leung overtaking Blackwell. Wilson is our race leader on an 18.02 pace. Right now, that's 4 seconds faster than Julian Taylor's time in Q1. He did 18.06. Miranda 18.11 for pace. Cardinale 18.16. That might move Cardinale up to 4th. Of course, Wilson here can be resetting TQ time. All right, 4 down, 1 minute to go. $40 seconds on that master clock. Wilson, Jeff, and Julian all 18 lap pace. Leung on a 17. Okay, master clock, about 10 seconds to expire. Fast laps for everybody. Miranda 16.2. Art Cardinale 16.3. Julian Taylor 16.4. Tony Wilson 16.5. Not the fastest out there, definitely the most consistent.
LT Gray done. Too Soon Jr. done. Jimmy Blackwell done. Julian Taylor done. 10 Quartet done. All drivers are finished.
All right, that'll be a
Steve
race.
Luke
Going to
done.
go into 40 plus two-wheel. First to two. Wilson resets TQ by 2 seconds over Julian Taylor. He's going to be starting second. Jeff Miranda going to be starting third. Leon going to be 4, Cardinale 5, and then Blackwell and Theo. We've yet to see Ryan Randall. Don't forget the Enduro up on, what is it, June 21st, a Saturday.
Kinlow. Double C. Rice Cakes. Kevin Allen. Omar Man and Salsa. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay, let's get the grid set. Get the marshals out there. Kevin Allen going to lead these guys
30
off with Man
seconds
and
to the
Sala
start of
second,
the
Brian
race.
Gross, Cortez, and Kinlow. TQ is held by Kevin Allen, set in Q1, 1909. Time to beat. Thanks for getting out there. Kevin, we'll get you on that tone. Omar, Brian, Carlos, and Ken. All right, guys, your mission, catch up to the person in front of you. You don't even have to pass them. You're already going to be ahead of them. Well, Kevin Allen with a pair of 16.2s. Brian Gross, 16.3, 16.2. Let's see, improvements out of Kevin Allen, Brian Gross, and Kinlow, all getting better this round. Omar did a 1916. Almost did that backwards. Right now he's on 1810. Wow, Kevin Allen shaving another second off, down to a 1907 for Kevin. Good job. Good job going the distance there, Gross. Kevin Allen on 1907. Brian Gross, 19:08. That would have been quicker than Q1's TQ time. Omar, 18:11. Still looking to get faster. Cortez, 17:07, and Kinlow, 16:13. Well, we are coming up on that 3-minute mark, which means just over 2 minutes to go. Kevin Allen improving Q1's time by 2 seconds. Got to remember, the next heat up, we're going to see Martin White and Julian Taylor take a stab at that TQ time as well. Oh, another one going under the carpet. Yep, the witness protection program. Yeah, that would have been Carlos Cortez. What did you do, Carlos? Keeping a new identity, going into hiding. Anyway, we got 1:15 on that master clock. Master clock, 40 seconds. Wow, Kevin Allen, man, 19:06 now. Wow, the guy's a machine. Is it 16 flat, 16 flat, 16-1, 16-1, 16 flat, 16-1, 16-3. Nice string there, Kevin. And hot lap going down to a 15-8. I like to look on Live RC, see what that deviation is for Kevin Allen, looking really good and improving. Falling back though a little bit, 19:07. That's not too bad though.
Omar Man and Salsa done. Kevin Allen done.
Well, Kevin
Kinlow
improves
done.
his own TQ time
Rice
by
Cakes
2
done.
whole seconds
All
with a
drivers are
19:07. Brian Gross
Double
moves
C
up
done.
to a 19:09, basically tied with TQ time, but he's going to go to third overall. Marty White is going to split the two of them, but there's still another heat to go. That's really the only improvements there, Kevin and Brian Gross, as we go into the final qualifying round for Q2.
Martin White. AJ Cardinale. Rico Padilla.
Looking for a check out of Julian Taylor and Steve Leong.
1 minute to the start of the race. Julian Taylor. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
Steve Leong, you gonna make? Yeah, there he is.
30 seconds to the start of the race. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Steve Loeb.
Okay, let's close that back straight and grid you up. We're going to put Martin White on the tone, Julian Taylor second, Rigo Padilla third, followed by Cardinelli and
Less than
Leong.
5.
Marty, let's get you on that tone. JT, Rigo, Cardinelli, Leong. $16.7 for Marty White. Marty back to 16.7 with a 16.2. Rigo 17.1, 16.1. Julian 17 flat and a 16.4. Leong 17.3, 16.4. Cardinelli a pair of 17s. And lap 3 for Marty dipping down to a 15.7. Like I said, TQ was reset by Kevin Allen by 2 seconds. TQ's at a 19.07, meaning 19 laps, 5 minutes and 7 seconds. Marty matching that TQ time, 19.07, and that's pretty early on. Kevin kept on chipping away at that little by little. Marty, though, doing a string of 15s here. 15.9, 15.9, 15.7. Good runs here out of Leong and Cardinelli, looking to improve. Same JT improving. And Marty, of course, improving. Well, after 2 minutes and 7 laps, we've got Martin White potentially on a TQ time. I mean, he's 2/100ths of a second up on TQ, but with those minutes to go, we'll see how the consistency is going to hold up. Give him a little bit of room. Marty's down that back straightaway around turn 1 and then 2, the hairpin. And 3 as he approaches that rhythm section. Oh, caution. I'm sorry, Marty's at 2. Marty going through the rhythm section, that would be. Race leader through the front chicane over the tabletop, making his way on driver's left. So, top to bottom, Martin White, Julian Taylor, Steve Leong, Cardinelli, and Rigo Padilla. Martin White down the back straight, coming up on a little bit of traffic. Cool, going the distance. Marty, 19.06. JT, 19.15. Leong, 18.02. Cardinelli, 18.07. Padilla, 18.12. That would move Marty to TQ over Kevin Allen by about a second. Leong, from 8 to 6 potentially for Steve, having a good run here. Looks like JT about 12 seconds behind what he did in Q1. Cardinelli, he's on 18.11. Though Cardinelli just looking to get 2 more seconds and he'll be improving his personal time. If you had a rough night in the expert class, be ready. You're likely going to be up in one of the first heats. Again, if you had a rough night in expert, probably going to be up first. Track is going to be open for practice after this round. Track is going to be open for practice. Oh, let's give it like a at least 20 minutes practice session. So, yeah, that'll go to 9:25 a main start time. Again, 9:25 we'll start the main events. Track will be open for practice till then. And as I mentioned, if you had a roughneck
Rico
next per
Padilla
class,
done.
probably going to be up first.
Martin White done. Julian Taylor done. Steve Leung done. All drivers are finished. AJ Cardinale done.
Okay, those of you guys watching, we're just going to go practice. Again, we'll be starting in 20 minutes for the main events. That's when things get exciting. Did Ryan Randall ever make it tonight? Cool.
Jovi Levin. Ryan R.
Shindig.
Randall. Julian Taylor. 17-2. 17-3. 17-6. 16-2. 17-2. 17-6. 18-4. 15-6. 16-5. 17-7. 15-4. 16-5. 18-4. 51.5. 19-5. Brian Cassidy. 16-9. 17-6. Hackman, 16-3. 17-6. 17-5. 16-1. 18-6. 17-4. 17-3. 16-4. 19-1. 16-7. 16-6. 17-2. 105.4. 137.4. 17-8. 18-5. 20.1. 34.9. 17-8. 17-5. 17-7. 16-3. 42 flat. 18 flat. 24 flat. 246.2. 32.4. 17-6. 18-1. 17-1. 17-2. 17-7. 21.7. 17-6. 17-3. 16-9. 17-6. 30.2. 17 flat. 21 flat. 17-6, 17-2. 17-3, 17-1. 17-5. 127.4. 48.8. 18-3. 16-9. 113.7. 21.2. 17-4. 17-8. 17-4. 'Chef Dave. $17.6. 17.2. 17-4. 17-8. 17-2. Pac-Man. 20 flat.
All right, time to call up race one. Also, oh, did I print them? I don't think I printed the heat sheets. Oh, well, they're printing now. Race one's going to be at B main. Will be Omar, Steve, Art, Rigo, and Rohan. 5 minutes in length. Top two advance to the A. And then we go into the truck class. And be aware, the 21.5 is split. So there's going to be some back-to-backs. Those of you in 17.5 expert and 21.5 expert are going to be back-to-back. That should be okay. I know we're going to have some marshalling issues.
Rico Padilla.
And it's going to be in different buggies, so it should be okay.
Rohan Bungsal.
40 plus A main, the top eight. Let's get you out here to Marshall. Top eight for 40 plus A main. Boy, still people streaming, so we're about to get our main started. This is the B main of expert.
1 minute to the start of the race. Steve Bloom, AJ Cardinale. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
Nice there, Cardinale. That looks pretty good. I like it.
30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5. Omar Man and Salsa.
Yeah, Marty, Kevin, Brian, Julian, Omar, Steve Leong, Arrigo, Cardinale, Carlos. Should be no shortage of marshals in the 40-plus class tonight. Let's grid these guys up. Omar is going to be 1, Leong 2, Cardinale 3, Rigo 4, Rohan number 5. I know, there were 10 marshals supposed to be out here. 10. Martin White, Kevin Allen. Let's see, Kevin's out there. Yeah, I got Marty out there. Julian Taylor. Omar's in this one. Leong's in. Rigo's in. Cardinal, yeah, he's in there. Cortez and Kinlow. There we go. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Grid set. B main. Top 2 advance to the A. Good luck, drivers. We're going on the tone. And a whole bunch of throttle is pulled, and a nice overtake out of the red and white over Cardinale. I think that's Padilla. A good move that stuck as they now freight train down that back straight. Led by Omar. New paint scheme for Omar. What happened to the that orange and blue and white? You know, we don't use car numbers out here at NorCal Hobbies, so you got to keep the same paint scheme. Remember, if you do want to change paint scheme, you got to fill out a form in triplicate and submit it at NorCal at the entrance in the office there. Yeah, for approval for body change. Confuses the race directors out here. So, yeah, Omar's out front, and not too far behind is going to be the purple, yellow. That's going to be Steve Leong. Padilla's in third. Actually, it looks like Rohan now overtakes. Rohan in the red. Rohan, of course, from Middle Earth, one of the horse lands. Am I getting that right? Anyway, so your leader on driver's left, now stretching a little bit more of a gap over Leong. Down the back straight goes Omar. Leong down the back straight, straightaway separating 1 and 2, and straightaway separating to 3, the red car of Rohan Bonsal, who's trying to make a charge to catch up to Leong, and he's got 3.5 minutes to do it. Yeah, straightaway separating each of these cars. That's 2 seconds on the computer. Just a little bit of a rough lap through the rhythm section for Omar. Looks like the same gap, though. It looks like Leong a little more advantage over Bonsal. Cardinale 4, followed by Padilla. Fast lap 16 flat out of Rohan. Wow, now Rohan the caboose down that back straightaway. Rohan going to be my helper out here in summer camp day after Father's Day. We're going to be working on that consistency, Rohan. Actually, if anybody else wants to give us a hand, we have, go ahead, Rohan, that's cool. Summer camp out here starting June 16th through the 19th, actually. Starts at 9 a.m. Ooh, crisscross action. That was close. That was between Rigo and Cardinale. That could have been eventful, but it wasn't. A minute 35 to go. Yeah, Omar sporting the new colors, the orange and white. Need to look at that body a little more closely. Leong trailing by 2.7. Now Padilla over Leong. So see if Steve can get it back. Rigo over the tabletop. 45 seconds. For the transfer to the main event. Looks like Omar's got it in the bag, but Leong had it and lost it. Right now he's trailing by about a second to Padilla. As Padilla's down the back straightaway, about 20 feet between those two cars, translating to 0.5 seconds on the computer. And Rigo's right there, getting close to striking distance. Got into a little bit of piping. They're going to go one more lap after this. 15 seconds on that master clock. Yeah, they're definitely going to make it through. Down the back straight they go. Yep, can Rigo. Oh, Rigo wads it up, and Leong sneaks by. It's the two of them going through the center section. Rigo to the inside, has a barrel roll. Over the tabletop they go. Driver's left. Couple more corners to go, and a drag race. Nope, down that back straightaway. It is Steve Leong making his way to the main event. It all came down to that last lap. That was something. Nice job, Leong. Edging out Padilla by half a second. Omar takes it pretty decisively. Followed by Cardinale 4 and Rohan. Wow. All right, race 2. Stadium truck and short course truck. Track is yours. Our mixed bag of trucks.
Double C. Ten car Ted.
Yeah, that one's done.
Martin Arroyo. Rice cakes. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay, we'll go with what we got. Let's grid you up. Gross on 1,
Less than 5.
Cortez 2, and Arroyo on 3. Theo stripped it out. All right, drivers, let's go on that tone. Wow, Oh, nice chicane through there, Cortez. Well, a little much on the throttle there for Brian Gross going over the doubles. Race leader over the tabletop. And already the field stretching out. Boy. Well, probably not going to be a nail biter of a main event. Well, 2 laps in, Gross has a 3-second lead, and that looks to be probably going up to 5 seconds right now. 4.6. Well, though a little bobble puts Cortez to the top spot. Now it's on. And Cortez got to keep it clean. Don't give an inch. Pretty good display of horsepower between those 2 trucks. Boy, Stadium Truck usually having a solid 6 to 8 drivers, just really light tonight for whatever reason. Just kind of light in general. Brian Gross back to a 4-second lead. Looking like that might be, well, maybe up to 7 or 8 now. We'll see as Cortez crosses over. Yeah, 6-second advantage. All right, coming up on that 3-minute mark, which means 2 minutes to go. Intermediate 2-wheel going to be up next. Again, intermediate 17.5 2-wheel drive buggy up next. Then we're going to go sportsman and then expert. As mentioned, the 21.5 expert class is right after the 17.5 expert class. So a lot of drivers are going to be back-to-back, but not back-to-back with the same car, thankfully. Well, looks like Brian Gross a lap on the field. Carlos Cortez laps on Arroyo. So these guys just running the clock out minutes ago. Good save there, Gross, over that tabletop. Cross line, you'll be done, guys. As you cross
Rice
line, you'll be
Cakes
done. Yeah, let's get you all on that podium.
Martin Arroyo done.
Brian, Carlos, and Martin to the podium. Back, go high, go high. There you go. Again, you know, when you're making your way to the
All
podium, you
drivers
just
are
drive your
finished.
car on the left side of the track.
Double C done.
So you can pick it up. Again, Gross, Carlos, and Martin, you guys can make your way to that podium, and we're going to get into the intermediate of 17.5 2-wheel. Track is yours.
Ryan R. Randall. Chef Dave. Jimmy Blackwell. Kinlow. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Brian Cassidy. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, let's get my truck guys out there, whether you ran or not. Need you out there as well, Theo, Martin Arroyo, Carlos
15
Cortez.
seconds to the start of the race.
Let's get the four of you guys out to Marshall. We're waiting on you. That's it. Let's close the back straight while we're getting the turn marshals out. Blackwell is
Less
going to be
than
on
5.
1, Dave Kreider 2, Kinlow on 3, Brian Cassidy 4, Ryan Randall on 5. Ryan getting the handicap. He's like, yeah, I just don't really need that qualifying. It's just a formality. It's really all about the main after all anyway. 4 drivers from that last one again. 4 drivers. Yeah, still looking for Cortez and Theo. There's Cortez. I need you on track, though. Theo's out there. Let's get you in front. That'd be cool. All right, drivers, good luck. We're all in position, and we're going to go on the tone. All right, a start to intermediate. Oh, trouble for the green of Kreider. That's unfortunate. And Gross almost taking a tumble there, too. Almost. Now let's see what the progress for Chef Dave's going to be. Lowe out in front. He's been looking really good tonight. Oh, good save over the tabletop for Ken Lowe. Right behind them, you got Cassidy. And then Ryan Randall up to 3. Oh, Lowe takes the evacuation road, gets through that. Oh, and Randall gets in the back of him. First in, first out. Well, you might not have seen that. That's unfortunate. That hurts both of them. That's racing. As Cassidy assumes the race lead. And Kreider looking like he's up to second, and then Blackwell. He's taking the escape route. Well, turn of events. Randall swings it wide to avoid making contact with Blackwell. And makes contact there. And I think, does that get corrected? Yeah. So, yeah, 2:15 down, 2:45 to go. Oh, damn, that hurt. Oh. Trouble on left side. Caution left side. In the rhythm section, rhythm. Ah. You're going to have to hold up a lot. There you go. Well, that's nicely done there, Blackwell. Way to pay attention. So Cassidy, Kreider, Kin, Jimmy, and Ryan. That's your running order. Fastest single lap going to be a 16.7 out of Ryan Randall. Good job, Chef Dave. Oh, Dave manages to save it. Nice job there, Dave. That's your second place buggy, the green and white over the tabletop. Lead car going to be going through the rhythm section, the two doubles. That's Brian Cassidy, center track, as he makes his way through the front chicane and down tabletop and left side. Kinlow sitting third spot. The white and orange got Blackwell in 4, followed by Ryan Randall. Yeah, very close in intermediate tonight. Coming down to those number of mistakes, and there have been a number of mistakes from everybody out here, except for Brian Cassidy. He's kind of had a pretty good luck, not on the opening lap per se, but every time after, all those laps afterwards. Pretty good luck for Cassidy. 45 seconds. Race 4 up next. 17.5 Sportsman main event is next. Let's see, Brian Cassidy on driver's left, overtaking Kinlow down the back straight. Kreider again on driver's right, going to be going through the rhythm section. That's green and white. Time's expired, drivers. As you cross the line, you'll be done.
Ryan R. Randall done.
Well, Brian Cassidy going to be going home with the 60 points tonight.
Chef Dave done.
In the conclusion of
Jimmy
this race
Blackwell
series,
done.
Kreider 59.
All drivers are finished.
Kinlow 58,
Ryan Cassidy done.
followed by Ryan Randall and Blackwell. Our podium tonight going to go Cassidy, Kreider, and Lowe. You can make your way to the podium again. Cassidy, Kreider, and Lowe. Make your way to that podium. We're going to race number 4, Sportsman class, up next.
Justin Levers. One minute to the start of the race. 10 car Ted. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Pac-Man. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay,
Martin
get grid you
Arroyo.
guys up. Let's put Martin Arroyo on 1, Theo Lynn on 2, Justin
15
Levers 3,
seconds to the
Paxton
start
Cassidy
of the
4.
race.
Thanks there, guys. Appreciate the marshal help.
Less than 5.
Okay, grid set. Marshals look good. Drivers, you're going to go on that tone. Oh, this is the one with, oh, boy, a little bit of a dot for Theo, goes to the back. And trouble for Levers. Marshall on his way. Up front, that's going to be Arroyo. And you got Paxton down the back straight. Will help. A little park job out of Theo. Yeah, quite the battle between Levers and Theo Lynn. One that I've been waiting to watch here. And good battles, 2 good battles going down. Battle for the top step of the podium and a battle for the bottom step of the podium. At the moment, going Levers' way. Oh, trouble, and back on it again. Oh boy, that car looking really edgy there for Martin Arroyo. And looking like Paxton getting that car working when it is needed. Oh, both of them a mistake at turn 2, going through that rhythm section. You know, and then don't count out Justin Levers. He's actually closing in on the battle for the lead here, as the 2 of them are trying to be cooperative with each other, not tangle. Down the back straight, that's a battle for the lead, 3:25 to go. Little bobble, Paxton, now your new leader. Arroyo, a little trouble coming down the tabletop, and Justin is right there. He's getting closer and closer to Martin Arroyo. Talking about the silver buggy, clipping turn 1, barely. And Theo trying to keep rhythm and keep pace. It ain't over. Leaders at turn 1 and second place at turn 1. There goes 3 at turn 1 and then 4 at turn 1. Oh, and Levers now in contention for second spot. A bad bounce cost him just a couple tenths. Gets it up on 2 wheels, doesn't roll it over though. That was a good move out of Levers, saving it. They make their way down that back straight. Little trouble for race leader Paxton. This is Sportsman, 2-wheel buggy, and Levers officially in the 2. He goes the distance. Go ahead, doing the right thing. May as well go the distance. Get close to those green dots, showing that you're making up that time. Levers caught. Theo backs off a little bit to avoid that contact. Oh, and a bobble. Theo to 2. And then Levers to the caboose. So much going on here in this main event. Inside move out of Arroyo over Theo Lynn. Well executed there, Martin. He goes the distance. That made it legit. And a bad bounce for Martin Arroyo. And Theo now pretty comfortable in that second spot. Levers, trouble. He's in the escape route and caught up. So now the field's spreading out a little bit. Paxton, Cassidy's race to lose here. Paxton over the tabletop. Man, he's almost half a lap up on Theo Lynn, the pink buggy. Theo over the tabletop on left side. Race leader making his way at the middle of the track. A rainbow of colors on that. Front chicane over the tabletop and now on driver's left. That's a lap, well, almost a lap down the back straightaway with Paxton Cassidy. And here comes Theo down that straight, around that turn 1, and then turn 2 is a hairpin. As he gets into 3, going through the doubles. Now center track for Theo Lynn. He's on the front chicane, over the tabletop and on driver's left. Nobody in front of Theo Lynn. He is pretty solid in the second spot. Levers back in the 3. He's about 7 seconds back. Actually, computer, yeah, 7 seconds, 6.9 by the computer. As Levers clips that inside corner again, don't break it, Justin. Really tight, looks great around that turn 1. No risks there, Levers, no risks. Cross line, you'll be done,
Martin Arroyo
drivers.
done.
Now you can take a breath. As you cross the line, you'll be done. Wow.
10
That was a
car,
pretty good
10
main
done.
event. Paxton Cassidy on his victory lap. Nice job,
Justin
Paxton.
Levers done.
A resident 8-year-old taking the win. Get him a booster seat
All
for that
drivers are finished.
podium on that top step.
Pac-Man done.
Still not tall enough to trump the two guys next to him, Theo and Levers. So Paxton top step, Theo on 2. Levers going to finish in the 3rd spot. Nice job, Paxton, our future Roar national champion. Maybe 2 years or so. Got to get him
Right.
to a national championship, though.
Martin White. Jovi Levin. Rice Cakes. Too Soon Jr. Omar Man and Salsa.
Going to need some volunteer help in addition to all the drivers that just ran.
1 minute to the start of the race.
You know, Paxton, Theo, Justin, Martin, Mason,
Kevin
a couple
Allen.
volunteers would be great. It's a full 10-car field
Steve Luke.
in expert tonight.
45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Looking for Mirafuente and Tony Wilson.
Less than 5.
How about Mirafuente? He's got to be around, right? Did he bail? There he is. You're just over it? Or are you broken? Yeah.
LT
All right. Let's grid you up. Well, Kale's going to be on the 1. 11, 2. We'll go Martin White 3. Kevin Allen 4. Miranda 5. Wilson 6. Gross 7. Omar 8. Leung on the 9. Boy, let's see. Hey, Ken, could you just keep an eye out, like right where you're at? Paxton, let's get you to, be on your toes. Be ready for this. Yeah, Martin White 3. Martin White 3. Okay, that looks good. All right, drivers, best of luck. This is the Expert 17.5 A main event. We're going to go on that tone. Good start. Oh, a little trouble in the middle of the rhythm section. A couple cars get collected. Kalis out in front. Then you got Jovi, Marty. Of course, the yellow of Kevin Allen. Yep, thanks for going the distance there. Now, keep an eye on these two racers. That's Kalis out in front of Jovi Levin. And down the back straight they go. Marty not too far back in the 3. Kevin Allen, and then you've got Brian Gross, Omar Manansala down that straight. Then Wilson Miranda. That's the rest of the running order. Yeah, solid main event. And the field's spreading out. Jovi, 1 second back, 1 second exactly. Good run for Kalis. Oh, and he rolls it over. 11 to the top. Let's see, down that straight, looks like Kevin loses a spot to Brian Gross. Yeah, Kevin, though, you can tell his driving, he's got that confidence. It's like, nope, no more, no mistakes here. I'm going the rest of the way. Ready to pounce when it comes time. Though blue-white with some flames on it, that's Martin White down that straight. Marty going through that rhythm section. And then Kalis, so Marty picking up a spot. Marty down that straightaway, your new 2. Kalis falling to 3. And then Brian Gross, then Kevin Allen. Race leader down that back straightaway. Pretty sizable lead for Levin right now, going up to about 6 seconds over Martin White. Levin putting it into cruise mode on driver's left. Oh, so tight for Levin, man. So, yeah, so much precision. Yep, Jovi down that back straight, outside. Omar a little on the inside there. That was kind of rough to correct. And race leader down that back straightaway. That's Jovi Levin. Beautifully executed turn 1, 2, 3 sequence. Yeah, Jovi just very, very efficient out there. Hot lap 15.2, tie between Jovi Levin and Kalis Lowe. Martin White 15.7. You got Brian Gross, Kevin Allen 15.9. Everybody else in the 16s. Oh, I stand corrected. Jeff Miranda 15.9 as well. Under a minute to go, drivers. Race leader on his lid. An uncharacteristic mistake. But he banked up an 8-second lead, so Jovi can afford that very easily. 30 seconds. Jovi going to be pressed to go a bonus lap. Might get caught at the line unless he pushes it. We'll see. Master clock, 20 seconds. Let's see as Jovi makes his way down the back straight. Over start finish with 16 seconds to go. He could get the bonus lap. Going to be close. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Time's expired.
Jovi Levin done.
And yeah, looks like Jovi did get caught.
Bruh done.
A 19
Omar
flat
and Salsa
0.1
done.
by 1/10 of a
LT
second there,
Gray
Jovi.
done. Martin White done. Rice cakes done.
Wow.
Too soon
All right,
Junior
podium in
Kevin
expert
Allen
tonight.
done.
Jovi Levin,
All
Kalis
drivers are
Lowe,
finished.
Martin White.
Steve
Brian
Bloom
Gross
done.
missing the podium by 1 second. Kevin Allen finishes 5. Omar Manansala 6. Tony Wilson 7. Miranda 8. Leung on the 9. Again, hot lap, a tie between Levin and Lowe. 15-2. That's unreal. Expert 21.5. Track is yours. Now let's get that podium snap. Jovi, Kalis, and Marty to that podium. Jovi, Kalis, and Marty. This one, we got some back-to-backers. I know it's got Leon Miranda and Tony Wilson all back-to-back.
Julian Taylor. One minute to the start of the race. Too soon Jr. AJ Cardinale. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
Still looking for a check out of Tony and Steve.
15 seconds to the start of the race. El Tigre. Less than 5. Steve Loom.
All right, let's close the back straight and grid you guys up. Back straight's closed. Tony Wilson 1, Julian Taylor 2, Jeff Miranda 3, Leon 4, and Cardinale number 5. Cool, thanks for getting out to turn marshal. This is the Expert 21.5 class, which goes on the tone. Oh, a little trouble there. Our front runner just falls back. I want to say Q2. Oh, Q1 that would be actually. So that's JT out in front, yeah. Followed by Miranda and Leong. Oh, yeah, Miranda wads it up. Looks like Leong sneaking by for 2. And Wilson going to try and claw his way through that pack. As Julian makes his way down that straight. Yep, Julian out front by 2 seconds. Same thing with Miranda. They're 2 seconds apart from one another. Oh, trouble for Steve. Miranda's right in the rearview mirror. Down the straightaway they go. Kind of drag racing, going back and forth. And clipping a dot for Miranda. And he's upside down. That allows Wilson to sneak by, as does Cardinale. So still a good battle on for the second position, but gives a lot of room for Julian Taylor. Yep, Julian is now 3.8 seconds up in the lead. Leong trying to do the keep it tight right in the middle. Yeah, down the straightaway. Keep it clean for Leong. Oh, Cardinale looking for a way around, though. He gets into a little bit of trouble. Yeah, good battle for two over the tabletop on left side of the track. That's a little buggy train, and it switches position. Now it looks like Cardinale plays the caboose. But that role can change in a moment. It's Wilson having a look to the inside. Yeah, Wilson applying the pressure to Leong down that back straight. Almost an inside look for Wilson. Oh, Wilson having an outside look. And, yep, nicely done. Well executed. That was a little bit of a bobble out of Leong. Though he can now set his sights on Tony. All right, 3 down and 2 minutes to go. Minute 25. Boy, everybody's super clean here. I like running that clock out. Cardinale inching little by little. Well, there you go. Those little mistakes. That's a position changer. Looks like Cardinale up in the 3. Race leader down that back straight. And it looks like Wilson's made up a bit of ground. He's now trailing by 2.3 seconds. Yeah, that's okay. Just got to hang on a little more there, Julian. 50 seconds to go. Yeah, it might be 4 more laps. He crosses over with 45 to go. Might be 3 laps, actually. We're going to be close to the wire. We'll check as Julian crosses over. The start-finish line on that next lap over down the back straightaway. 29 seconds. These guys doing 16-second laps. And there it is. And new race leader is Tony Wilson. Made a mistake on the opening lap, all the way from the back of the pack, little by little, inching up all the way up to now the lead. 9 seconds. It's going to be the final lap. And it ain't over, though it will be. Cross line you'll be done, drivers. Cross line you'll be done. Couple more corners to go. Wilson down that straightaway takes the W in 21.5 Expert tonight. Julian Taylor second, Cardinale third, and Miranda missing that podium by 0.4 seconds. Leong, who was up at the front, finishing in the 5. So much can change and so competitive in the 21.5 class. Let's get that podium picture snapped. Tony, Julian, and Art. And we'll go into the sportsman class. Jimmy, Theo, and Ryan, track is yours.
Jimmy Blackwell. 10 car Ted. Ryan R. Randall. One minute to the start of the race.
Let's get those marshals out there. Yeah, careful center. Yep, center those doubles. Jimmy 1, Theo 2, Ryan Randall 3.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Tony, Julian, Arts.
.30 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay, grid's good. Marshall's good too. All right, drivers, we're going to go on that tone. Ryan very reserved on the start. As he ought to be. I mean, it's only 10 seconds into this. 4:50 to go. So much time. Sportsman 21.5 this is. Whoa, crisscross. Lucky there. Yeah, worked out. Yeah, Theo going diagonally through that rhythm section. But that it was good, whether that was intentional or not. A good defense as Ryan making a bobble and yet another one. Yeah, seems fair enough, Theo. Yeah, it's 1 minute. Blackwell using the rails like bumper in a bowling alley, or whatever they call those things. Yep, just clipping the outside wall. Ryan Randall not too far back. That's 1.5 seconds. Oh, it could have been something. Hang on a sec there, Ryan. All right, go ahead. Yep, Ryan, just take a little more time. Make sure you're going to be able to make the obstacle. Two minutes down. Leader's going to be orange through the doubles. And rolls it over. And new leader, Ryan Randall. Oh, Ryan going through the escape route and rejoins with Blackwell back out in front. Oh. Well, Blackwell gets a little bit more breathing room. 3 minutes down, 2 minutes to go. Looks like Ryan closes a little bit. Last time computer showing 3 seconds. That's closer than that, though. It's about 2.5. .4. Oh, that's unfortunate for Theo. So, man, Randall's making quite the charge over the tabletop. Left side. And, yeah, Ryan's getting close. He was in striking distance. Just a couple little bobbles through that rhythm section. And Randall looking really tight on driver's left. Around the number 2 hairpin. Center track for those two cars, less than a minute. Oh, outside look. Ryan tries to do the setup. Yeah, that was a good setup. Outside late apex. Yeah, passing difficult. And Blackwell doing a really good job of keeping composure. Just a little caught up there. Outside there for Randall. Two of them through the center track, 20 seconds. They're going to go one more lap after this one. Ten seconds. Yeah, definitely making it over, no problem. Randall, a little hesitant to turn one. That might have been his opportunity. Yeah, you know that tone is. Cross line, you'll be done. A bobble? No. One more turn, a hairpin, and down to straightaway.
Car Ted done.
By
Jimmy
one
Blackwell
car
done.
length.
All
Blackwell
drivers
takes
are
the win.
finished.
Ryan Randall,
Ryan R.
too.
Randall done.
That is 0.1 seconds. We are going to need some volunteer turn marshals for the next one. That's a great finish. Jimmy, Ryan, and Theo, make your way to the podium. Going to need some turn marshals for the next one.
Martin White. Rico Padilla. Rice Cakes. Kevin Allen. AJ Cardinale. Double C. Steve Loom. 1 minute to the start of the race. Kin Lo. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Omar
Hey,
Man
Kalis,
and
can you help me
Salsa.
out? We are shorthanded in turn marshals. Definitely could use some more. It's a full 10-car field. Last race only had 3 entries. So let's get the grid set up. Martin White is 1, Kevin Allen 2,
15
Brian
seconds
Gross
to
3,
the start of the race.
Julian Taylor 4,
Julian
Omar
Taylor.
Manansala 5, Steve Leong 6, Padilla 7, Cardinale 8, Cortez 9,
Less
Kinlow
than
on the
5.
0. Thank you. Thank you for the volunteer help. I appreciate it. Yeah, we got guys on that back straight. Drivers, good luck. A-Main for 40 plus goes on the tone. Yep, good on that start. Over through the rhythm section. Good start. Oh, trouble for the, I want to say, 4th position. Falls back to the caboose. Kinlow, pretty decent start. And down the straightaway, it's Marty White. And it looks to be Kevin Allen, Brian Gross, JT, Padilla, Cortez, and then the rest of you. Good fight up front over the tabletop. Left side race lead. As Marty trying to hold off Kevin Allen. Ooh, Allen does a setup to the outside, inside, not quite enough. Down the straight they go, 1, 2, 3, breaking away from the rest of the pack. The rest of the pack's going to be led by, it looks to be Padilla, and then JT, Cardinale, Leon, Cortez, Omar, and Kin. Leaders down that back straight, going to be coming up on traffic in a moment. Caution rhythm section. Caution rhythm, that is just clear. Nice job as they overtake traffic. Again, a breakaway from 1, 2, 3 over the tabletop. On the left side, Kevin Allen, nice and tight on the left, not losing sight. And a little overshot for Kevin, lost a bit of time there at that hairpin. Marty down that back straight. There we go. Kevin Allen better on line at turn 2. And Gross just falling back a couple tenths. Go high back straight, go high back straight, high back straight. That's clear. Gross using up all that real estate on that back straight. Marty, front chicane. Allen through that front chicane. And they're on the left side, coming up on more traffic down that back straightaway. That's a good battle for the win here. 2:10 down. Rest of the order going to go Padilla, Cardinale, Leung, Manansala, Taylor, Cortez, and Lowe. Down the back straight, turn 1, then turn 2, over the rhythm section, double doubles that would be. Top 3 cars separated from the rest of the pack. 4th place going through the doubles right now. You can see the deficit's about half a lap for 4th and beyond. Oh, great lines. Yeah, very efficient for Marty White. With Kevin Allen not too far off. And then again, Brian Gross. Oh, a little off kilter for Kevin Allen. So Gross gets a little bit of an advantage, just a little bit. You know, but they seem about the same down that back straightaway. 0.8 for Kevin Allen, and Gross back by 0.8 as well. And they're coming up on a boatload of traffic, coming up a lot of traffic to get through. Race leaders on driver's left, give them a little bit of room. Don't be a factor. Down that back straight. Marty just a little short. Kevin Allen closes. They are bunching up with the traffic that they're coming up on. Separation less than a half a second between 1 to 2 to 2 to 3. Down the back straight, a huge amount of traffic to get through. 1 minute to go. They're going to have to contend with it. Right down the middle goes Marty through the doubles. Nicely done, gentlemen. Front chicane, over the tabletop they go. Now on driver's left. Still 3 more cars to get through in 45 seconds. Crossing the line with 40 seconds to go. A little more traffic. Oh, make their way. Front chicane, over the tabletop. On driver's left. Thanks for letting them rock and roll. Down the back straight. Get back into your battles again. Wow, still 2 more cars to get through. Gross gets out of a sticky spot. Manages to not lose sight of Kevin Allen. Lead car down the back straightaway. And a Cardinale sandwich that they're in as they go through the rhythm section. Gross looking for the way to get closer and closer. Time's expiring, drivers. As you cross the line, you'll be done. Cardinale lets them go by and gets closed down the back straight, and that's the way that they are going to finish. Marty White with one of the best fought battles out here at NorCal. So close, no contact, no issue with traffic. Excellent main event. That's the way it's done. Marty taking the win in 40 plus tonight. Kevin Allen, a well-fought second, and Brian Gross finishing third. Padilla missing that podium by, well, about half a lap. Boy, that was then the rest of the pack. Cardinale 5, Manansala 6, Leung 7, and Cortez in 8. Hot lap in that. Wow, 3-way tie. 15.9, Marty White, Kevin Allen, Brian Gross. Who'd have figured? Well, time to tabulate the points, and I'll let you know how that points chase has finished up. I'm going to post it up on the website and these results in just a moment. Going to sign off on our stream. Good night to y'all. We'll be back racing on road on Sunday. 7 a.m. start the track build. Track should be open by 8:30 a.m. If it's anything like last week we had about 119 entries, I want to say. So we might look at starting a little earlier for the on-road program. We'll see.